everyone, today I'm going to be doing a review on this GE 5100 BTU portable air conditioner as for use in my 2017 ProMaster van. I'll cut right to the chase. This little unit will take a hot sticky night of 75 degrees and turn it into a cool area for you to be able to get a very good night's sleep. I found that the air conditioner cools the van about 10 degrees. So if it's 75 and hot and sticky outside, 65 and nice and dry inside is going to feel really wonderful. But if it's 100 degrees outside, cooling the van down to 90 degrees, I guess that's going to be better than 100 degrees. But it's not going to cool it down to like into the 70s. It's just too small to be able to do something like that. But I bought this unit specifically just for sleeping, and I'm going to give it, like 2 thumbs up because it did exactly as I wanted it to do. Now, I'm going to show you how I store this unit, how I put it together, and how I take it down, and a few pros and cons of owning this unit. So, let's get started. Okay guys, here's how my little air conditioner works. Here's the vent. I made it out of a old piece of paneling, and then you can see it come in here. Here's the hose that comes in. There, comes around the seat, and right there it is. Boy, did that make it nice for sleeping last night. Is the dimensions. It's 11 inches deep by 12 inches wide by 27 inches tall, and it fit perfectly behind my driver's seat, which is basically the only place it could have gone. And then I could tie it down so that it wouldn't move around with this D ring right there and a little come along. And to get it out, it's very, very quick. You just pull those off, let them drop. There's a handle on the side, and I pull it right out like that. This exhaust tube. It really wasn't meant for this application. I mean, it would be fine if you opened it up once and left it in the house, but it really isn't meant to open and close and open and close. So I anticipate that this is going to fail and I'll need to replace it. But it just popped into this plastic end, so I think replacing it won't be, if I can find the right size tube, won't be that big a deal. So here's the window unit, and I put it in at an angle like this, and then slide it up. Then go ahead and roll up the window till it makes it. With the unit secure inside the window, and the window has kind of made a seal around it, I go ahead and take this tube, and this is where I expand it. Plug it in, and it's ready to go. So when unplugging it, all you have to do is lower the window. So this is kind of the hassle part of it, just kind of leaning over to get it out. And then this slips down in, and out it comes. It takes just a few seconds to put the hose back together. And you can see how I said this hose just really isn't designed to be opened and closed. Putting this hose back together, this is the most time-consuming, hassling part of it. But hey, I'm going to do this if I get to have a good night's rest. This is not too much for me. It takes about an hour to cool down the van, to say that it's significantly cooler in here than outside. As far as I can tell from my use with this unit generally will cool down the van and dry out the air to about 10 degrees cooler than it is outside. Now, that being said, if you use this in the sun on a day that it's 100 degrees, 90 degrees probably isn't going to feel all that cool in here. However, the use that I bought it for sleeping, having a good night's sleep, it works absolutely perfect when it's 75 degrees and hot and sticky outside. I'm in here with a blast of cold dry air on me, and I have to wear blankets. The thing that I do like about this AC unit is electricity. Now I have a 15 amp NOCO plug come in to extension cords up to the front here, and I plugged this in. I also ran my Dometic CFX 28, so it was a very small fridge all night, and no plugs showed any sign of warmth. I checked all the way back before I unplugged everything, and not even a hint of heat. So it's a fairly efficient unit. And the fan on this, when the air conditioning is running and the fan runs, and you can use these louvers and point the fan, and we sleep with our heads to the back windows, and if you point this right, it goes up, and I don't know where it hits, but you're like blasted with cold, dry air right on your face and right on your torso. And that is the exact thing that I wanted. This air conditioning unit is kind of loud. Now, the reason that I count it for a like is that it is not so loud that it's to be disturbing inside the vehicle, but loud enough that it drowns out your noisy neighbors, highway traffic. Even if you're in the flight of some air traffic, it really drowns that all out. So this is what it sounds like when the compressor kicks in and the air conditioner's running. You can talk in a normal voice, and it just creates a lot of really ambient white noise for you. Looking at the back of the unit from top to bottom, this is the intake. The air comes in here, passes over the condenser, and goes out. The cool air goes out. Here is the exhaust, and there's a bracket that fits in here with the tube. So you have an upper continuous drain, and then down below you have this is a reservoir drain. And I can tell you that I used this for 5 days, and then I emptied it, and there was about a cup of water in there, maybe. And the unit is designed as the warm air exhales for it to pass over that reservoir and come out the tube. If you do get water in your reservoir and it fills up, the unit is designed to turn off automatically and not start up again until you've emptied that reservoir. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day.